Hello survivors, this is Small Archangel and you join me in my 7 days to die today on the occasion of the release of the long-awaited Alpha 10, which came out just yesterday. And obviously that forced me to start all the way over again. I've lost all my fabulous base builds, I've lost everything I ever scavenged, I've lost my armor and absolutely everything. But to be honest, I don't care. And that's because there's enough content that's been added to this this new update that I'm pleased to sacrifice my progress just to receive it. Ouch. I am, of course, right back at that awkward stage of struggling to survive. You see, I'm almost dead as it is. So this could be a short demo. Especially given how very keen the zombies seem to be to gang up on me. They seem somehow to be a little more deadly and a little bit more determined. I'm not sure what it is, but I am really struggling now. I think it really is genuinely, thank heaven for that, more difficult to survive. My health has barely crept over, I don't know, very, very low since I started, when I immediately got mobbed. Fat. Oh, nice. I get animal fat out of a bloated walker. That's lovely. I'm pretty sure I can make torches with animal fat and various other things. I can, if I have to render it down, I hope she gives me some meds, because otherwise I'm just going to die. The clubs are a bit more business-like now. Oh, thank heaven for that. I need those. Really struggling at the minute, as I say. Oh! The clubs, this one makes a better sound. It used to make a slightly squishy, strange kind of noise before. I can see a POI in the distance. I really don't think I'm in a decent state for that. However, I'm not sure if applying a bandage will really do any good. I'm not actually bleeding out. My club's not really in a state either to go hunting anything right now. There's some very strange cliffs over there. But yeah, the environment looks very much the same as it did pre-Alpha 10. So what's the big deal? What's the big difference? What's the change? And why have we had to lose all our progress to this point? Well, obviously, this is an alpha. It's in development all the time, and we have to kind of steel ourselves for losing everything every so often. That's just the way it goes. Not every update necessitates... I'm not sure I can quite take her on, but we'll try. Not every update necessitates a total start. Oh, good grief. That does not help. I think I'm going to die, folks. Oh, thank heaven. Very, very nearly. And some antibiotics, which are the first I've found, which is very good. Okay, I'm going to limp home. Quite literally, I actually have a broken leg at the moment. Of course, I like to start every new game with a broken leg. I don't have a clue how long they last. Now, they used to last a very long time. This one, you can actually see the bottom left-hand corner, I actually have a buff, or rather a debuff, which shows that I've got a splint on it. I put a splint on it as soon as I could make one. Which should help it to heal, but whether it takes as long to heal as it ever did, I don't know. But I've been in this position several times. I can at least respawn in my base now. My base is not finished, not by a long chalk. I have not had a chance to do anything very much. I actually started building the base out of concrete, but I couldn't for the life of me work out how to do it to start with, because the recipe has changed. So I actually, shame on me, cheated to do the first bit because night was falling and I was pretty much as I am now, virtually dead. I've still got no food or anything like that, or very little, so I'm struggling in that respect as well. And then I did what I should have done to start with, and I found the new recipe, which involves pouring concrete, as you do in real life, into molds. So you start with rebar, as you can see up here. And then you upgrade the rebar frames with your usual upgrade tools with wood planks in your inventory, and then that puts these chipboard forms around them, and then you pour your concrete mix, which is cement and gravel, into each of these, and it's taken me quite a while, and I just don't have the resources to finish the job off. Besides which, this stuff takes quite a long time to dry. I did this couple of days ago nearly now, and it's still soggy. You can tell it when it dries. I guess it goes the same colour as that down there, and also the forms fall off, leaving you with the finished blocks. Anyway, so my base is not going to be finished for really quite a long time, I don't think. This is something else that's new, our supply crates, which is very useful. We can see exactly what we've got in each of these. There isn't one for everything at the moment. I think we could usefully do with one that says tools on it. We have ammo, which, by the way, is one of the things I found glitches out at the moment. If you try and craft a storage ammo crate, you get some sticks for some reason. All the others I've managed to make properly. Weapons, food, and there's one in there for explosives as well, but I don't have any explosives. You can see we've got some nice little fiery decals on our stove, our cooker, sorry, campfire, forge, even when they're not actually lit. So they give the place a bit of a feeling of warmth, whether you need it or not. Ladders are quite cool now. You can actually hang off the side of them rather than just falling straight to the bottom, and you don't need to keep up or down pressed to go up or down them. Well, you need to keep it pressed to keep going down, but you don't need to press to keep going up, which is quite cool. I haven't quite got them down yet, so I have a feeling when I put a spike at the bottom of this ladder, I'm just going to end up spiking myself on it, because I can't quite control myself on ladders yet. I'll get used to it though. Put some trunk tips around here, but I haven't got the resources to upgrade them properly yet, so there we go. So that's all I've done with my base so far. But the other thing, one of the other things that has changed is farming. Now, farming is quite cool looking now, I have to say. I'll just check for zombies. I was worried about putting a farm on the floor, because previously I have found that zombies just seem to home in on your crops and smack them to bits, but that doesn't seem to have happened so far. You can see I've got some coffee plants, I've got some blueberry bushes and some cotton and some goldenrod, which we can now plant and farm as well. You can see what happens with the hoe. I don't think I've got the hoe on me at the minute. No, I haven't. You can see when you hoe, it actually ploughs the earth into furrows, so you can see exactly where you need to plant with the fertile dirt at the top. Which unfortunately I think probably means that we've lost a bit of space when it comes to planting. So if you're the kind of person like me that wants to, I don't know, maybe you can plant between the rows, I'm not sure. You can see a box comes, but it's a little bit on the laggy side. It doesn't come up very, very quickly. So I'm not sure if you actually can plant in between the rows, or if that would affect how well they grew, but there we are. Okay, so it looks neater, but as I say, it looks like it's going to take up more space, so I'm hoping the zombies don't come and attack this and trash it all before I get a chance to gather my harvest in. Because goldenrod, yeah, I'm going to need that, because I don't know about anyone else, but I always tend to accidentally contract dysentery whilst accidentally drinking water. Always make sure you've got something in your hand when you're in the water, otherwise you will accidentally drink the water and give yourself dysentery. It's not fun. Okay, so that's my base, that's my little farm. There's not much in it at the moment, and not much in the way of food plants, which is why I'm starving to death slowly here. I haven't actually literally starved to death yet, but it's only a matter of time. There are some POIs fairly near me. You can see the map actually. It looks to have a bit more texture noise on it now. I don't know if any of that. These little dots perhaps represent goldenrod, these little yellow ones, and then some of the other ones maybe represent something else, so it makes it a little bit easier to see what else is on the map. You can see, I don't know what that is. I haven't quite figured it all out yet. I just literally started playing today. There's obviously something there as well. Again, no, not sure what it is. Or maybe that's just like an imperfection on the map texture, I don't know. Anyway, we have got slightly new township algorithm going on as well, so we have a better looking small conurbation down there with more buildings in it than we had in our random gen before, and based on a grid kind of system as well. So I'm looking forward to going and checking that out, but as I say, one smack from a zombie at the moment and I am going to fall over dead. One of the other things that makes life rather more difficult for us survivors now is that there is no way of stipulating in the options menu whether you want to hit harder or get hit less hard. So basically you give and receive the same amount of damage. So your choice is pretty stark, really. Either you've got to have to hit a zombie 15 times to kill it, or it hits you once and you fall over dead. So it's not a great choice, really, but what can we do? Okay, I think plant farming generally, whether it's trees you're planting or replanting or crops that you're growing, is improved in this update, in as much as they will continue to grow even if a player, you or any other player, is not nearby. This is a very welcome change, because it means I don't have to feel, what am I doing? That is not the button the cheat button has changed. It is now right next to inventory button, so I keep doing that by accident. Maybe I should turn cheats off. Oh, I thought I heard a zombie then. Okay, no, I did not get a maple tree seed from that. But if I did, I could plant a tree and it would grow back even if I wasn't standing on top of it staring at it, which is good to know. The other thing, the other significant change, of course, which is one that's great actually, is character customization. Now, for someone like me who plays single player, we don't get full benefit of that, but you can see it in your character screen. Here we go. This looks a bit different now. So there is my character in a rather broken looking mirror. You can see I have actually found some clothing. I'd hate to shock anybody watching, but I didn't have anything on apart from my underwear when I first started. Anyone who saw any of the concept art screenies will know all about that one. I've managed to find myself, look here, a denim jacket, a pair of jeans and some cloth gloves, without which I would be walking around in my bra and pants still. So there you go. Okay, active buffs, there we go. Splint, movement speed decreased by 20%, and don't I know it. We also have overall wellness, which seems to have changed as well. I'm just going to do this, then we can really see me. Okay, there I am. This is actually still in debug menu only, so if you want to see your character model, your only chance really is to turn debug menu on, and then you're going to be able to see yourself. And here I am making a lot of noise in my bare feet for some reason. Okay, we have a wellness system going on now, which partly accounts for the fact that my health has been right at the bottom and everything else has been right at the bottom for a decade as well, which is that the more you die, glug glug, the more you die, the worse your wellness actually is. So your health, your overall health and stamina and everything depends on how often you've died, how many diseases or anything else is affecting you, and how well you've lived, and so how well you're eating and drinking and all that kind of stuff. I've died about 7 or 8 times since I started, and that's in about 3 hours of gameplay. Go me. So yeah, and that is a reflection of how much more challenging things really are now. See, this is my wonderful staggering limp. I haven't even tried to get any of the airdrops because, I mean, I've even turned zombie settings down. I was forced to after I died the first 3 times in about as many minutes. Yeah, so all rather more challenging now. I haven't even tried going and looting a POI yet. I'm intending on doing that perhaps in my next video, when I'm able to do something more, hopefully more interesting than kind of just limp around in a nerfed kind of way. I'm actually looking for something else around here that is quite cool, and which I don't know where it is. I know it's near my base because I'm not sure how long they stay there, but basically we have the zombie heat map thing going on as well now. I don't know how effective that is. I haven't done enough play testing. Maybe it's gone. Anyway, I killed a deer around here somewhere, and lo and behold, when I'd taken its skin and its meat and everything, there was a pile of guts left, which was lovely to look at. It really was. I was quite impressed, actually. But that kind of thing does mean that the zombies then know exactly where to... Oh, here it is. It's still there. I don't know if there's any way of destroying these things. It'd be quite good if there was, because that would stop zombies from... Because by the time you... There we go. Result. By the time you've got a few of those hanging around the place, really you're going to be, you know, attracting hordes of undead scum towards your base. So destroying them probably the way to go, I'm thinking. Anyway, it's quite immersive, isn't it, that you can do that. So there we go. Here's my character model. You can't see my face, even though I did, in point of fact, spend quite a while making her face. It's not much to look at. So it's probably just as well we can't really see it at this point. A couple of the sliders in the character customization screen didn't work for me. The height slider made no difference whatsoever, and I think there was one other slider didn't seem to make any odds either. I know a couple of people have reported such things, but there you go. So far, that's what I've noticed about this new alpha. That's what I've noticed about... yeah, she's still... The animation's still not, you know, brilliant, but the character models are, in my humble opinion, rather better. Yeah, so that's what I've had the opportunity to spot so far. I have no idea how long it's going to take me to finish my base. Probably a million years. This is day 3. Obviously, I am anticipating the old horde starting from day 7. At which point I will really genuinely be scared, because it is it's feeling a lot more difficult at the moment. I couldn't even tell you absolutely why, just lots of little things really. Yeah, so I'm going to go back in my base and eat some food before I starve to death. I think I'll have to probably cook some food before I even eat it. I've got this here to stick there. And yeah, you can see one of the reasons why this is still in debug menu. It kind of clips through things in a weird kind of way, and woof, the head bob is quite extreme as well. So it's still better to use the first person view really. So the eye candy, such as it is for character models, probably better for those who are using multiplayer. Bit more chance of looking distinct from other people, though not ever so at the moment, because there's no way of changing your hair colour, your eye colour, unless I'm very much mistaken. So I'm gonna roast myself some meat here. Might need some fuel, folks. Oh dear. Oh, I've got some. Haven't found any coal or anything like that yet. Really haven't got very far. This was as far as I came after dying about 7 times the first time. And until I get my health up a bit, I'm really not going very far at all. So I shall leave you guys in my sort of half-built fortress here, and I'll catch you later on 7 Days to Die Alpha 10. Bye!